Hello, it's trigger time. Thank you for tuning in. Let's talk about something different, mental illness. It's not really talked about in Nigeria, and I'm not really sure why. People downplay mental illness in Nigeria. If you're suicidal, they say you're acting like a white boy. I'm not sure why. There's a perception of mental illness that is quite harmful right now in Nigeria, and a lot of factors have played a massive role in affecting the perception people have to mental illness. Take, for instance, Nollywood. The average Nigerian thinks that the trigger of mental illness is some voodoo black magic that backfired. It's really not. So I went into the streets to ask the average Nigerian what they really think about the triggers for mental illness.
What do you think can cause someone to be mentally ill?
There are two different things. There's one mental and one illness. So it could be drug abuse.
You know how in Nigerian movies, the way they portray mentally ill people is they went to one ritualist and then they did something and it backfired and boom, they're mad. Do you think that is common? Do you think that is even true?
That was true back in the days, but now the percentage has dropped. But right now, nobody has time to even go to the Jew house for you because everybody's searching for money. So the only thing now you can hear about the percentage of mental illness about that traditional juju also, that's like 10% now. But now it's drug abuse.
What do you think about mental illness? What do you think causes mental illness?
For me, some are in their lineage. Some are the ones what the parents, their forefather did that lead to it. Some are the students in university today. Some are drug addicts. They take and they take and they take. Before you know what happened, their brain will go. They will go mentally due to what they are taking is not good for their health. Thereby, the person will have a mental problem. There are so many ways that one can get it. Some may be from their lineage, some may be through the kind of friends they follow. They are the ones that take all these hard drugs. Before you know that person, the person will go mad. It's not that God created them in that way. Some are the people, the kind of friends they keep around.
Now, what do you understand by mental illness? What do you understand that triggers mental illness? What are the causes of mental illness?
A lot.
Can you name a few for us?
Stress can cause mental illness. Thinking, too much of it can cause. Financial situation too can cause. Emotional problem can cause. So forth and so on. Work load can also cause.
Now, to understand mental illness, you have to understand that a lot of factors trigger it. Psychological factors can trigger it, environmental factors can trigger it. In fact, it can be hereditary. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Society can play a role in this also. Drug abuse can play a role in this also. Stress can play a role in this also. Let's also look at the perception people have as to how a mentally ill person can be identified. People think a mentally ill person is some mad man in tattered clothing rummaging through trash. It's not always the case. Your parents can be mentally ill. Your spouse can be mentally ill. Your child can be mentally ill. Speaking of children being mentally ill, social media has exposed the way parents perceive mental illness, the way it is downplayed. Children do not come out and explain to their parents that I'm depressed, which is why I'm acting this way, because of how it is downplayed generally by the average African parent. People are always shocked when they find out someone committed suicide. Why? Why are you shocked? It's because we ignore the signs, which is why we are shocked. You ignore these people when they are silently crying out for help. Depression is a silent killer. Today, reach out to a loved one. Ask them if they are okay. And don't just accept, yeah, I'm good. No, probe. Ask them, are you really okay? Because most of us are really not okay. There was one common opinion: drug abuse. And when we talk about drug abuse, I know you're picturing someone snorting cocaine or smoking ganja. It's more than that. It's the overdose of prescribed drugs, like painkillers. Not just drug abuse, it's alcohol addiction also.
Ma, what do you think a mentally ill person looks like? How can you identify someone that is mentally ill?
How, if a mental person is coming here now, how I will detect it? One, the person will be just talking alone. The way he look tattered, and their hair. If the person have hair, the hair will turn to dada, or it will look bushy. Yeah, at times you see the person, just nothing is coming, just kill like if he kill fly, he put inside the mouth. I don't need somebody to tell me that this person has mental problem.
That's true. So can you identify a mentally ill person? How can you, if you look at someone and you say the person is mentally ill, why would you say that?
A mentally ill person can still be working on the road and can still work for you. I myself might still be mentally ill like this. I don't know. So a mentally ill person is someone that is not balanced mentally. That's imbalanced mental brain.
As a crack.
You can be mentally ill and function. Your colleague can be mentally ill. Your student can be mentally ill. Look out for the signs and help them. And to those who are suffering from this illness, please do not give up. All hope is not lost. Strive to fight and live another day. Thank you.